Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do my 12 Days of Christmas, Day 8. This is going to be a special one. I'm dedicating this to my good friend Joe, the Horror Man. And today I watched Silent Night, Bloody Night. Now, Silent Night, Bloody Night is a 1972 film, which, depending on where you look up, if you look it up on IMDb, it says it runs 81 minutes. This film actually runs 85 minutes, and I think it's because that's how they restored the cut that they had. It also goes by a couple different names. Nowhere in the opening credits does this film say Silent Night, Bloody Night. It actually says Death House, which was one of the early titles for the film. This film also went by Night of the Dark Full Moon. And I'm sure it goes by more than that, as Joe could probably tell you. Now, this is dedicated to Joe because this is one of the movies that he is trying to collect all of the different covers and ways to have the film for. Not that this is special, because he does that with a lot of films, but, you know, he's getting quite a collection of these. Now, with that being said, it's going to be, well, it's going to keep him busy for a while, I will say that, because this is on so many multi-packs, it's not even funny. I'm sure most of you horror fans who do buy the multi-packs have this in some way, shape, or form. I will say this. Get this copy of it. If this is a movie that you are interested in watching and understanding it, buy this copy of it. It is on Amazon now for about $8, and you really can't beat it. Because this is the best version of this film that we will see until somebody like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin or a boutique label, you know, picks it up and cleans it and really gives us the copy that we deserve. But this is a very good copy. Now, the interesting part about this film is I've actually watched this movie 2.5 times in the last 2 or 3 months. Why 2.5 times, and where does the half come in? Well, I heard Joe rave about this film, and I wanted to watch it. It's one of the ones that, like I said, come on all the multi-packs, and I just kind of brush it aside. I don't know why. It's a classic. And, you know, it's one of the movies I've always wanted to watch, or always intended to watch, but I guess it was so readily accessible that I just never really paid attention to it. So I picked up one of my many multi-packs that this movie is in, because it has domain problems, of course. And I watched it. And it was so bad, the copy was so bad and so dark, I actually had to ask Joe what happened at the end, because I didn't understand it, because I couldn't see it. It is so poorly done on these multi-packs. So, like I said, I am urging you, if you do want to see this film, and it is something that you're interested in, because it is a very, very good film, definitely get this copy. It is, like I said, it's very affordable, and you'll be glad you did. I'll put it that way. Now, there still are some rough spots in the transfer. This is restored from the 35mm film elements. So some of the stuff that they added is a little rough in parts, but it is not unwatchable by any stretch. Believe me, I've seen a lot worse. So, now this movie, of course, is written and directed by Theodore Gershuni, who unfortunately passed away on May the 16th of 2007 at the age of 73. Now, I looked to try to find out what he passed away from, and it didn't really give any information. This has Patrick O'Neal, who plays John Carter, I believe, who passed away on September the 9th of 1994 at the age of 66 due to respiratory failure. He actually was in Under Siege, The Stuff, and a ton of TV stuff. Now, this also has James Patterson, who plays Jeffrey Butler, who is the grandson in this film. And this is an interesting one. He passed away right as this movie was being released. Now, Silent Night, Bloody Night was filmed in 70 and not released until 72. And a couple interesting things about the film. This was the first film to be released by Canon Distribution Company. And if you let the credits run, of course, it says it at the very end. And I thought this was really, really interesting. I had never heard this before, but Lloyd Kaufman was an associate producer of this film. Now, Lloyd Kaufman, of course, is the owner of Troma. So I thought that was really interesting about the film. We definitely need a better copy of this film. Vinegar Syndrome, I'm sure you're not watching my channel, my little bitty channel, but somebody needs to pick this up and give it to us the way we deserve it. So, this is a holiday classic. This is a proto-slasher, and it's a very, very, very good film. I'm going to give this one an 8, and that's my rating. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.